You want to have the one-stop shop here to do your Alabama football clothing shop, and we got you right here, tdawear.com. Check out tdawear.com. We got you covered here with the I Love Hearing Touchdown Alabama shirts, the We Want Football shirts, the Let Them Play shirts, hoodies galore. We got you right here, tdawear.com. Do your shopping right here, tdawear.com, showing your support for Coach Saban, the student athletes, the University of Alabama program, and us here at Touchdown Alabama Magazine. But I mean, look at now the defensive front here for the Crimson Tide, and we've talked about it. I've discussed it. We've been wanting to see this defensive line create this push, be nasty up front, affect the quarterback, stuff the run, really have that alpha male mentality. We've been waiting to see this defensive front do this all season, and for the first time in the second half against Georgia, Alabama got that consistent push from a defensive front. I mean, whether it was Christian Barmore batting passes, DJ Dale batting passes, Justin the Boygby with the interception, Byron Young hitting the running back, knocking Zamir White over, whomever got on the field, we saw a consistent push, a consistent energy, a consistent fire from a defensive front, from the front line. And we've been wanting to see this all year. But the two big names that got out there were two freshmen. Jamil Burroughs, a four-star from McEachern High School in Powder Springs, Georgia, and the four-star Tim Smith from Sebastian River High School in Sebastian, Florida. Both of those two got in the game in the second half and did some big-time things. Both guys, very physical human beings. Jamil Burroughs, 6'3", 323 pounds. Tim Smith, 6'4", 320 pounds. And Saban talked about it in his presser on Monday. Alabama did not have LeBron Ray, suffered a little elbow injury, did not play in the game, and Fedarian Mathis was a little bit banged up in the game. So Nick Saban went to the sideline and went, and who's the next man up? Who's the next guy? So Jamil Burroughs got in there. Tim Smith got in there. Both of those two guys made huge plays in that second half. And Burroughs in particular here is somebody that has been working scout team for Alabama throughout this entire practice, throughout this entire season thus far. He's been working scout team. And when he's over there, he has been very difficult to block, very tough to move. An unmovable object is Burroughs, and he's been given this offensive line a good look in the scout team. He's been giving the offensive line some good reps. He's been pushing those guys. He's been moving those guys. He's been dominant over there, running the scout team. And Coach Saban talked about it. He's difficult to move. He's difficult to block. They have a tough time pushing him off the football. And Alabama's going to continue to put him in the games, work him in the games to see can he continue to build that progress, build that confidence, build that comfortability within this defense. So Burroughs, it was great to see him out there. And then Tim Smith, kind of the same thing, tough to move, difficult to move, grown man, can get into that backfield and make some big plays, creating that negative havoc there on the opposing team. And DJ Dale spoke in Tuesday's presser about how both of these two, Burroughs and Smith, they have great work ethics, real deal. Great work ethics. They don't tire out. They put the mind on the business, going out there, doing what they have to do to get on the field and make the team better. And both guys do, coming to the Georgia game, that they would have an opportunity to get on the field, showcase their skill set, prove to the coaching staff, prove to teammates that they can handle the moment, that the moment was not anything too big for them. And especially Burroughs coming from the Georgia area. Powder Springs is about 20 to 25 minutes before you get into Atlanta. So he was right there in Kirby Smart's backyard when you talk McEachern High School. And for Georgia to miss out on Burroughs, for him to come to Alabama, big deal there. I was having a conversation with our own Justin Smith, the lead scouting and recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Be sure to give him a follow on Twitter and all forms of social media, because if you're not following Justin Smith, I can't help you. I don't know what to say for you. He is out there on the grind scouting these athletes, and and talking to him about Burrows, he basically said during his time studying the young man, he loved his motor. He loved his motor. He loved his power. He loved his quickness. He loved his get off. He basically said Burrows does not stop on a play. He will chase the running back down. He will chase the quarterback down. He will flip a guy over. He does not quit on the play. And that's what Alabama needs to have on this defensive line in terms of the rotation, the guys that will not quit on the play, that will push guys, that will shove guys out of the way, that will affect the play in the opposing team's backfield. And just seeing both of these two, Burrows and Smith, both do well, to me, it kind of puts me in the mindset of what Alabama had in 2015 and 2016 in terms of that defensive rotation, because it had Jonathan Allen as a starter, A'Shawn Robinson as a starter, Jaron Reed as a starter, Dalvin Tomlinson, as a starter. And then you look at the bench and you go, my goodness, they got Daron Payne too. They got Ryan Anderson too. They got Tim Williams too. They got, Rashawn Evans too. They got Deshaun Hand too. All of those guys were on the bench. All of those guys were coming off as the sixth man, seventh man in the rotation, and there was no drop-off. If a Jonathan Allen came out, somebody else came in, no drop-off, no slack. They were out there putting in the work. If a Dalvin Tomlinson came off, a Daron Payne came in, boom, that action was still going. That play was still going. That heat was still coming to the quarterback. So you look at Burrows and Tim Smith, I kind of see the same thing, with those guys. You have a LeBron Ray, a DJ Dale, a Christian Barmore, a Fidarian Mathis, but having these two guys come in, rotate in, and give you that same effort, that same quality, that same nasty, that same ability, big for both of those two guys. Proud to see what Burrows and Tim Smith did out there on the field as they continue to show the coaching staff they need to be out there more. But if you want the best in news, notes, information, and coverage here, people, on your Crimson Tide, it's very easy to access this. You get this by downloading the Touchdown Alabama Magazine app. You can download it from your iPhone App Store if you're rocking Team Apple, Google Play Store if you've got the Android phone. For your audio listening needs, we got you covered here. iTunes or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Spreaker, Google Play, TuneIn Radio, Overcast.fm, or iHeartRadio. We have you right there. If the good and gracious Lord sees fit, I'll be back on Friday, continuing the conversation that is Tide football. As always, Bama fans, you can purchase individual copies of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, have those sent to your door. That link will be found in the description. Also, if you haven't picked up your four-finger bling necklace, courtesy of WeOwnTheFourthQuarter.com, showing that support to Alabama as it owns the fourth quarter. Get that four-finger bling necklace right now from WeOwnTheFourthQuarter.com. That link, too, will be found in the description. But husbands, love your wives. Wives, appreciate, value those husbands. Children, school is in right now. Get that homework done, but still do those things legitimately now. Don't be bored. Get you those 3 hearty meals a day, those 3 great laughs a day. Protect yourself, protect the loved ones around you. Until next time, folks, I'm your man, Stephen M. Smith, and this has been In My Own Words. Thank you for watching Touchdown Alabama Magazine's YouTube channel. To continue to get the best in Alabama football content, subscribe here and turn on your notifications to stay connected with the hottest shows covering your Crimson Tide.